This is a video of the Ukrainian army using artillery to try to hit the Russian position. Let's watch.
Aiming for a specific target, the fury of Ukrainian artillery. Nothing in this war goes unseen, not even the Russians walking into this house 8 kilometers away. The target, spared by a Ukrainian miss. As they try to move the Zaporizhzhia frontline forward, these gunners must now wait for better coordinates from the surveillance drone.
У нас є розвідка, аеророзвідка, і ми спостерігаємо польот снаряда і доводимо в ціль. Тобто вже йде менша витрата боєприпасів на ціль.
Муха, приціл менше один снаряд.
Odessa tells his men to lower the gun one notch. Between drones and artillery, nothing is left to chance.
What they've been targeting is a building just on the other side that has Russian infantry and Russian artillery inside. The drone's been guiding them. They're about to fire for a third time, and what they say is that we should then expect incoming Russian artillery in response.
This time, it's a hit. Not just the building, but Russian ammunition and artillery too. Which means that the retaliation should be swift, and it's time to go as fast as we can. The reply doesn't take long.
Зараз ведеться ураження цілі. Працюємо по їхній піхоті. Лягай!
Okay, so when they retreat like this, I wonder if they abandon the artilleries or if the artilleries end up falling into Russian hands, or if they come back later and reuse those artilleries.
They're heading over there.
Yeah, one. So let's go.
Let's go. Because as expected, that incoming artillery followed. We're now having to drive away as quickly as we can, although what they explain is that it isn't just the incoming artillery. One of the most dangerous things about driving around these parts are the drones.
From his position at the back of the pickup truck, Odessa can hear and see the incoming fire.
Go, 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 go! He's telling us to drive fast because of the incoming artillery. Wow.
In all, 9 artillery rounds were fired back, a measure of Russian anger and today, for these soldiers, of Ukrainian success.
Після того, як ти все це відчув, ти починаєш розуміти, що ціна життя дуже велика.
The rush of survival, for today at least.
Я побачив, яка краса.
An Iranian-made Shahed drone launched by Russian forces heads towards a Ukrainian air defense system. A miss quickly celebrated by Ukrainian soldiers. What the Russians missed was this: a fake air defense system, part of an entire arsenal of decoys that has popped up around the country. Fake weapons that are as cheap to make as they are useful to deploy.
An American towed howitzer costs anywhere between $2 to $4 million. This one cost just $1,000 to make. It's essentially made up of drain pipes. But the point is, each time one of these is hit, it is a real one that is spared, and it's cost the Russians time, energy, and money to hit it.
The challenge for this steelworks company that had nothing to do with arms making at all, updating their designs to keep up with the ever more sophisticated weapons arriving in Ukraine. Despite them, the fighting along the Eastern Front has been tough, Ukrainian officials acknowledge. The forest just outside the eastern town of Kreminna has been a battleground for much of the war. But the counteroffensive has made its daily battles that much more intense. Yuri Mikulyak, a special forces commander, has just returned from there with his men.
Нам нужны боеприпасы. И без вот этих всех высокоточных ракет, боеприпасов, дальнобойной артиллерии, дальнобойных боеприпасов, без этого всего мы не можем воевать эффективно.
Behind Mikulyak, one of the Russian tanks his unit took in Irpin early in the war. He says the lack of ammunition has been chronic in this war. Ukraine, he explains, has had to use creativity as it holds the lines.
Мы пытаемся какую-то применять военную хитрость, как-то свой боевой опыт совмещать с военной хитростью, дурить противника, изобретать какие-то новые ловушки там.
A part of that effort is happening far from the front lines, in factories like this one, perfecting the art of the fake weapon. The measure of each decoy's success, how quickly it gets destroyed once in the field. Melissa Belsienen in central Ukraine.